Annie with Horror Talk with Annie, and you know, horror fans are the best, that's why you're here, and this episode is all about horror fans. First of all, let's talk about my outfit. Tonight I have my Stranger Things outfit on, Friends Don't Lie, my Hellfire Club earrings, and I don't know if you can see, but there's like little rips and there's little vecnas under the rips, and I even have Stranger Things socks on. Anyway, so tonight I'm going to be visiting a good friend of mine. His name is Jay Piccirillo. He's from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And you know, he is just an avid horror fan. I can't wait to see his collections and just hear all of his stories about how much he loves the horror genre. This is gonna be fun, so can't wait. Well, I'm here at my friend's house and it's, I don't know where you are, but look, it's snowing. Can you see that? It's snowing here in Connecticut for a little bit anyway. I'm a summer girl. I know us horror fans like October and all of that. And fall is my second favorite season, but I'm a summer girl, so I'm not liking the snow. Can you see it? Look at, yeah, you can see it. All right. My friend's gonna be out here soon, but check this stuff out. I can't wait to hear the stories about all of this. Let me see if he's back there. Hey, Jay!
Yeah.
Come on out.
All right.
Hey, buddy!
Hey, what's going on? How are you? Thanks for coming down.
Guys, this is my friend Jay Piccirillo.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be here on Horror Talk with Annie. I am excited. How's everybody doing tonight?
They're ready.
All right, my name is Jay the Iceman Piccirillo, and again, I'm excited to be on Horror Talk with Annie. And as you can see, I am a huge horror fan, and I'm excited tonight to show you all my collection. We're going to start off with Mr. Barlow from the 1979 classic Salem's Lot. A gentleman made this for me down in Maryland at Horrifying Convention back in 2005, and I just couldn't help myself, but I had to get him in this this room. He's comfortable and he's very warm tonight. So
yeah, it's snowing out, Jay.
But you better watch out because Mr. Barlow just might visit you sometime. And behind me, let's start over here. We got a cool collection of Freddy versus Jason. When the movie first came out in 2003, this is the Freddy Krueger version of that film. We got Leatherface, the original 1974 classic from Tobe Hooper. Gunnar Hansen was the original Leatherface. Awesome. He passed away, I think, about 5 years ago, and I got to meet him one time. The original. Over here we have the old black and white Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, let's see this. I'm going to get a close-up, I think. I'm going to get a close-up. Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Great horror film and no CGI back then.
No.
Right here we got the Wolfman, 1941. The one and only Lon Chaney, the original Wolfman.
These are really cool, Jay.
Black and white, that's where it all started. Next to him we got the original Frankenstein, 1931, Boris Karloff.
Awesome. So where did you get these?
Actually, there was at times when the movies were redone on DVD some years ago, they would have big promotions. So they would have the dolls and all the merchandise come out. So at that time, when they promoted the movies, when they redid and remastered them on DVD years ago, I would go out and get them when they celebrated the classic. So these are the original ones that came out at that time.
Gotcha.
So over here, we got, again, more Freddy versus Jason. We got the Friday the 13th Part 2.
Wait, let me see these.
Which is really cool.
Let's see these. So that Freddy versus Jason's really cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen a lot of these. Like, I have to admit, I'm not that big of a collector, and it's only because I don't have the room. And I keep saying I want all of these things, and I am starting, but I'm like, where am I going to put all this stuff?
It's just like anything in life. People have addictions. I got addicted to it. And I've been a horror fan since the 70s. I mean, just tell you, my first horror movie was when I was a little boy. It was called Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
Oh, I remember
it was a 1973 TV movie with these little monsters in the basement that would say, Sally, Sally. They're little demons that lived in the fireplace. Real low budget 70s movie.
I'm sure a lot of the people watching have seen that movie.
I got to tell you, the 70s horror for me was the scariest and had the biggest impact on me. What I do miss about horror that we don't have anymore is the imagination. You know, you had to use your mind more as to what was going on. For example, like in Jaws, you never saw the shark in the opening scene. You thought about it, use your imagination.
Right.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you never saw Leatherface use the chainsaw. So again, I'm a huge fan of then and now. Now, we got the goriest, most graphic film of all time, Terrifier. I am a huge fan.
As we can see on that shirt.
Of Damien Leone. I'm actually...
Me too.
I want to make this very clear. I met Damien 2 years ago at a convention, and he promised me that art will never, ever speak.
He better not.
He made that promise. So all you horror fans, remember, that came from him himself. He made the promise that art will never speak. So remember that. And over here, the scariest movie for me was The Exorcist. It came out in 1973. It was way ahead of its time, and it had a major impact on this country, actually on the whole world. It was just something, it was very realistic, and it was scary as hell. The acting was unbelievable. And even the special effects at that time, which, as you know, there was no CGI back then. The guy, William Friedkin, was the director. William Peter Blatty was the writer. And they made an impeccable, genius film that I think, to me, is the greatest horror film ever made. There's two horror movies I think you cannot remake, and I'll tell you what they are. And you can argue with this. Jaws is on the borderline of a horror film. You can say thriller, you can say action. I believe that Jaws and The Exorcist are the only two movies in this category that you cannot remake.
But aren't they Isn't Mike Flanagan remaking it, or one of those people?
Well, good luck. Because honestly, take out the shark, take out the demon. It's the acting. You can never duplicate what those actors did. Even in Jaws, the scene with Quint, Richard Dreyfuss, and Brody, who was Roy Scheider. That scene, they were all hammered. They were actually really drunk in that scene, talking about the Indianapolis. That was the greatest scene in film history. Yeah. So my point is, those movies are just irreplaceable and you cannot be remade. But I am a fan of the horror from the 70s all the way till now. I do like all the other films, the Annabelle and the Conjuring. So, those movies are really good. Not that they don't match The Exorcist, but they're good. You want to say follow-ups to the modern times. They're really good. I'm fans of that. The Warrens movies that they came out with, all that kind of stuff about Ed and Lorraine Warren. I'm a fan of everything. I actually like all horror, but I do miss using the imagination and the mystique of the 70s films where you didn't see everything.
I agree. So tell me about this painting, though, because it's a mashup between, what is it, Smile and The Exorcist?
We got Smile and we got...
this is incredible.
Little Reagan.
Who did this? Did you commission this?
Yeah, it was a gentleman that actually made them at the last horror convention that my buddy Larry Dwyer...
Nice. Connecticut Horror Fest.
Connecticut Horror Fest and Connecticut Cult Classics. Good friends of mine.
Yes, we did an episode all about what they do down there. Yeah.
I actually saw that you did an awesome job with that.
Thank you.
So this caught my eye, and I just had to have it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome, and I'll tell you what, I love Smile, and I don't know if you saw Smile too, but phenomenal,
Big
phenomenal.
I gotta say, I mean, horror has gone to another level. I would say that people ask when was the transition for like the over the top gore and like graphics. I would probably say, I mean, obviously in the 80s you had the Friday the 13th and all that where things got a little gory and all that. But when this whole like Saw franchise came out in the early 2000s, that brought another level. I mean, totally another level, with the torture and all that. So I would probably say that's when it really went over the top. Now we have, I think, the goriest movie of all time, hands down, is Terrifiers.
Absolutely. And, I brought this up. I myself also spoke with Damien Leone this past year at Silver Scream Con. And Hostel was also, Eli Roth and Hostel was another one. Yeah. And I told him I was never a fan of gore. I did become a fan because of Saw, because I liked the puzzles and the game part of it. Sure. And I talked to him about how Terrifier just took it to a next level, and I liked it because it was so creepy.
It's funny. You could kind of use like an analogy. In the early 90s when like hair metal and all that kind of went out and the grunge thing came in, that's kind of what happened with the horror genre at that time. Things got a little stale in the early 2000s, so that's when this whole like Saw, Hostel, those type of films kind of gave a breath of fresh air and started that whole thing. And I think they did a great job. And since then we have great films from Eli Roth and all these guys that done an unbelievable job with these movies. So I'm a huge fan, and I'm looking forward to the future for all the stuff coming out in 2020.
Me too. So and I see, obviously, I think metal, rock and roll, and horror go hand in hand. You got a lot of Kiss stuff back there too.
Yes, I'm a big Kiss fan.
Yeah.
To make a long story short, my first concert was in 1979, one of Peter Criss's last concerts on the Dynasty tour when Judas Priest opened for him. My father took me when I was 8 years old to see them. It's one of the fondest memories my dad made, rest in peace. Took me to see the original Kiss on the Dynasty Tour, September 3rd, 1979, which it's got to be about 45 years ago.
Yeah.
So I am a huge Kiss fan, and you know, like Annie said, horror and heavy metal go hand in hand. Also had a great time last year. Went to the first time at the Universal Studios for the Halloween Horror Nights and had a blast. We did all 10 haunted houses, me and my son Gennaro. We had such a good time when all the rides. I had the time of my life. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, well, hopefully I'll be there next year because the hurricane, the hurricane canceled my plans.
The best is yet to come.
Yeah.
And last thing I'm going to mention is I'm also a huge fan of haunted houses. And I'm going to say this, there's some great ones in the state of Connecticut. One of my favorites would be Legends of Fear, which is Shelton. We got Friedhaven in Stratford. We have the Trail of Terror in Wallingford. Great. I actually know the promoters and owners, and we have a great time. I've been going to these things for, God, almost 20 years now. So if you guys are in the area, I highly recommend you check them out because they're awesome. And also Demented Effects over in Massachusetts. Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I put that at the top of the list. I went my second year, and God, unreal. That will match anything in Disney or Universal. That was unbelievable. Tremendous. I have to make it there because I told you, I know the guys who run that. I've met them at the con several times. They're great guys, and I really want to make it up there. And Annie and the Iceman will be there. Yes. I see you got Five Nights at Freddy's poster up here. Yeah, oh, my light's a little bright over there. My son actually stays in this room, so this is, he's got a lot of stuff in his house, too. This is probably half the collection we have here. Yeah, we're going to see more. He's got more rooms. But is there anything else in here? Anything else? I see some pillows down there. Yeah, you got some nice, comfortable pillows. I love this. How much comfortable can you get than having Freddy, Jason, and Leatherface? Come on. Oh, look. Got the little Funko Pops over here, too. I have this one. I know I'm going to add to my collections. And this little, what's this creature from the Black Lagoon or something? Yeah. What'd you forget, Jay? Oh, yeah, the infamous clocks. These are, I want to say, in my top 10. These are my top 10, these movies right here. Phantasm, Devil's Rejects, the one and only iconic Exorcist, and Halloween. Halloween, my favorite. That's my favorite right there. Yeah. Phantasm, Devil's Rejects, Exorcist, and Halloween, without a doubt, in my top 10. We're going to go check out another room. Yeah. I'm going to follow you into this little man cave part 2. A little messy here, but we got some cool masks to show you. Come on in, folks. All right. We're going to show you some really cool, iconic masks. We got Michael Myers, Leatherface, Jigsaw, Dr. Satan from not Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses, sorry. Captain Spaulding from that series. The original Frankenstein, Boris Karloff, and Jason from part 6. And we have, hiding back here, we can't forget the Mummy. Oh. Another classic, 1933. Nice. Nice. So do you ever wear these to scare people, or these are just here for decoration? I used to wear them all, but now they're at rest, and they're just, they're just for show. But gotcha. I did wear them all at one time. Okay, we're entering another room in the Piccirillo household. Some of my favorites are in here. These I've had for over 20 years, and these are worth a lot of money. This is when they first came out. I think the first month they came out. These are collector's items of all 4 Kiss masks. Gene, Paul, Ace, and Peter. I mean, now that they called it quits, I mean, a lot of this stuff has got to be worth even more than it was originally. I like the original. Well, me too. Then we got really cool Exorcist light box. That's cool. We got Otis himself from House of a Thousand Corpses. A really cool Terrifier box right here. I like this. So this is like one of those con people that they painted these coffin-shaped boxes. I caught my eye. Cool. It's really cool. This was really cool too. This is look at this Exorcist Reagan painting that they did on this. On it looks like a coffin shape. Yeah, that's awesome. We got a Kiss light here. Then we got a cool picture 2 years ago with me and David from Terrifier, along with my son and his friend Vince at the convention in Hartford. Very cool. We're not done yet. All right, now we're back outside. It looks like the snow stopped. Yeah, I didn't look outside. Now we're going into another part of the compound here. This is called the Ice Cave. This is the Ice Cave. This is where all the magic happens. It is because, as we can see behind him, Jay is the owner of Michelizzi's original Italian ice and ice cream. I'm from Bridgeport, so I've known about Michelizzi since I was a little girl, and this is the shizzle, my nizzle. Can't believe I just said that. This is where all the magic happens. fans. They give you a quick tour. We got our manufacturing machines where we make all the Italian ice and ice cream. The largest batch machines in the world, right here. And here we got our big ice box. We keep all our products.
Oh, there it
We can fit
is.
almost 4,000 containers in here.
Wow.
All kinds of goodies.
Yum.
And I got something really cool to show all your audience. I do this for Fright Haven every year. We make special flavors for their event.
Oh, for Fright Haven?
For Fright Haven, and I'm going to show you their sign. They have their own sign and their own flavors. Check this out.
Oh, nice.
Michelizzi Special. Bloody Cherry, Boo Raspberry, Slime Lime, Ghostly Vanilla, and Zombie Chocolate.
Awesome.
That's exclusive at Fright Haven. Once a year we do it. Good friends of mine.
At Fright Haven, Stratford, Connecticut.
Stratford, Connecticut.
That's year round, right? Year round
Actually, I'm going to
haunted
tell you a quick
house.
story. My son, Gennaro, gave them the idea to do things on other holidays. He actually is a little boy about 8 years ago. He's probably about 7 years old. Told them, hey, you guys should do something for Christmas and Valentine's Day. And they started doing other holiday gigs. And they actually have themes for every holiday. Valentine's Day, Easter, they got the evil Ratatouille, they got the Valentine's
So like
Day
My
Massacre.
Bloody Valentine?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's really cool. Yeah, we have a good relationship with them. They've been really good to the Iceman and his family for a lot of years. They actually participated in the Columbus Day Parade 3 years ago. We had a tug of war with all the zombies and monsters against all the Bridgeport celebrities and politicians and everybody. It was a lot of fun. We had 300 pounds of spaghetti in the middle of Madison Avenue, and it was 2 out of 3 falls for charity with tug of war, and they lost.
I love it. Brought the zombies down, right?
Yes.
Like Ash in Evil Dead.
That's fun. Groovy.
Yeah. Jay's disrobed. There's the Terrifier hoodie. But there's a reason for that. What are you going to show us now, Jay?
I'm such a horror fan that I actually got it on my body for life.
Uh-oh, let's
I'll
see.
give you a little tour here. So you got my one and only son, Gennaro, who I love and adore, who's on me for life. He's a huge wrestling fan, so we got the heavyweight world championship title with his name on it. Of course, me being Italian, Sicilian and Alabama, I got my Italian colors.
Yeah.
That's me as Mr. Connecticut 24 years ago. But here's where the fun starts. The one and only Art the Clown.
Nice.
We got Mr. Barlow from Salem's Lot and the original Michael Myers from 1978, the original.
Nice.
And there's more coming.
Let's see him. There we go. Nice. Nice. So you're just getting started with the tattoos, huh?
Yeah. It took me a long time to decide what I wanted, but I think I made the right decision.
Yeah, no, these are great, and I'm sure you're going to add more, and I can't wait to see them.
Now the grand finale.
Uh-oh.
Who's ready? This was made this year. This is my biggest toy that I could not wait to get. I had it specially made just for me. Check this out.
I don't know if I got a glimpse of it when I tried not to get it in the shop before, but they might have saw a glimpse of it.
The one and only. Specially made.
That is cool. Look at this life size.
With his own Italian ice flavor, black bloody ice.
But we talked about changing the name to Art's Slice Ice, baby. Slice Ice. Slice Ice.
Check it out.
That's awesome.
I
gotta get a close up of the dark Italian ice.
Check this out. I'll give you a story.
Amazing.
This was made by Kyle from Decimated Designs. He does haunted houses all over the country and actually builds water rides down in Disney. He is unbelievable. He did this for me and actually did the contacts from the actual actor David, and the height, everything is right from the
Look
actor.
at that.
It was specially handmade. It took him 6 months
That
to do
is
this.
cool.
We brought him to Cinemark on the Terrifier 3 opening
Showing,
night.
yeah.
We had him right in the theater. We put him on wheels, wheeled him right in on a cart.
And they let him in. They let him in?
Because I convinced everybody that was part of the show when it wasn't.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What a great job.
So at
Look at
night,
this.
when
I want to
have
get
no one
close
to
up on
talk
him.
to, I get to talk to Art.
No, this is real. Look at this. Oh, awesome. Now,
one
is
more
he
thing.
staying in the ice cave? Is this his
in the
home? Look, he's got the hacksaw in his hand.
Now, let me show you guys. In the summertime, when it gets hot in here, he needs his sunglasses. So I'm gonna show you.
Nice. You know,
That's the summer look.
I've been looking for the Christmas ones from Terrifier 3, but I haven't seen them out anywhere.
And I want to make this clear to the audience. I was a huge Terrifier fan before it got popular.
Yeah.
But I will say this, Damien Leone is brilliant, and he did make a promise that, again, as I said earlier, he will not speak. Because that's the whole mystique of art. He cannot speak.
Yeah.
And that's why we love him so much. And
I love art.
I love the franchise, and I can't wait till the fourth one comes out.
Me either. Me either. Well, Jay, I got to tell you, your collections are awesome. I love your enthusiasm for the horror genre. There's no other genre that has as dedicated, loyal, passionate fans as the horror genre. Jay's one of them. I'm so glad that we got a chance to see his collection and talk with him about his love of horror. Jay, you're awesome. Thanks so much. It was so great to have Jay on as my first horror fan spotlight guest. His passion and enthusiasm are infectious, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Please remember to like this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel.